What do you do if you're the parent who tests positive for COVID and your ex won't let the kids come see you? Hi, Rafe Palmer, STG Divorce Law, author of the best-selling divorce book, I Just Want This Done, How Smart, Successful People Get Divorced Without Losing Their Kids, Money, and Minds. Chicagoland divorce attorney answering your divorce questions. This one comes up from time to time, and early in the pandemic, it was a big deal because people were withholding visitation because dad was sick, Aunt Sally was sick, the guy's new wife was sick, whatever. And everybody was freaking out about COVID. Understandably, nobody, I was wiping everything down like a maniac for a month in the beginning with disinfectant, and we were all panicking, and understandably so. And then as time's gone by, we've kind of generally as a country, I think, largely sort of settled down into more of a rhythm or routine and understanding about this illness. But let's take the issue here in isolation. Parent blocks visitation because of an illness and doesn't want kids to get sick and says you can't see the kids till you're better, what have you. Okay. The question I got in the DMs was, what do I do? Do I take action by filing a motion? What can I do? And this is in Illinois. And my answer is your mileage may vary. So different judges and in different jurisdictions are going to think about this illness differently. Some are going to take it a little more casually than others, maybe a lot more casually than others. And so much depends on the nature and extent of the illness. How contagious is it? What's the impact of it? So if you have a cold, the court's not going to care about it. If you've got COVID, it kind of depends on the judge. Some judges probably don't think it's a big deal. Some might still think it's a big deal. So your mileage may vary. This is really the bottom line on that. And also understand that by the time you can take action in court, depending on the nature of the illness, you might be better and it might not be an issue by the time you can actually get something going in court with a lawyer. So keep that in mind. If the lawyer thing is not an option and you think your ex is using this as just an excuse to block visitation and it's getting out of control, you're going to want to document this stuff and keep records of your communications by email. And if it gets to be a pattern, that's something you may want to take action on and get some parameters nailed down in your divorce decree, or get a court order, I should say, potentially modifying your divorce decree to explain terms and conditions about when it's acceptable to not have visitation due to an illness if it becomes like a repeat problem. Thanks for the question.